What's good, YouTube? I'm not gonna lie, I'm too fried to yell. Welcome back to the second channel, bitch. I'm too fried to talk, bruh. Y'all see the time.
Wayne Gacy.
Oh
Imagine
shit.
that you're a 15-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and
Who did he
introduces
say first?
John Wayne Gacy.
Okay.
Imagine that
How
you're
the
a
audio?
15-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and introduces himself as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business. He offers you a job, $10 an hour, cash, no questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details. You're desperate.
Number one, not going to no random person's house I just met. Not getting slimed out, baby. Not catching the back door. Fuck. No, sir. No, sir. I'll take you up on the job. We can meet at a Starbucks. Maybe even a library or two. Who knows? But your crib first day? First night, actually? I'm not a girl, baby boy. What we meeting at late night at your house for? And I don't know you. That's just me, though. Am I boss?
Exhausted, and hungry, you accept. His house is normal, suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John offers you a beer and starts explaining the construction work. He's personable, jokes around, tells you about his community service work. Then he suggests showing you a magic
But that's how I feel right now.
trick.
Like my
Pulls out
eyes
pair of
almost
handcuffs
closed
and
with
asks
looking
if
at
you
this
can
video.
escape from them. It seems weird, but harmless.
I feel like I'm
You let him put the handcuffs on
FTC,
your wrists
bitch.
behind your back. The click of the cuffs locking is the last
No
normal sound
cap,
you hear.
bro. Like that
John's
shit got
entire
me.
demeanor changes in an instant.
They made me hit a
The
double.
friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and ties your ankles. You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you. His neighbors are too far away, and he's soundproofed the room. He places a rope around your neck, tied in a specific knot. Then he starts twisting it with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe, and this torture continues for hours. But then finally, he tightens it one last time and doesn't stop. Your last conscious thought is terror. Your body will be buried in the crawl space beneath his house, along with 28 others. John Wayne Gacy was arrested in
28
December.
others? 28 people? 28 people. Bruh. Bro, y'all, let me tell you about my dad. My dad will literally go around in Atlanta, just go to the, he's white. Mind you, my dad's white. When he was in the hospital, when he went to go see his brother in the hospital, bruh, this man went to a random hood, just hanging out, bruh. 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row. I go, what? You're not catching me doing that. No sir ski. Yeah, I'm not gonna catch me doing that. Hell no.
But 1978.
He was on a random
bodies
block.
of 4
bro.
late victims were found in the Des
Yeah.
Plaines River. Police discovered 29 bodies buried beneath his house. His trial began in 1980. He pleaded innocent by reason of insanity. However, the jury convicted him of all 33, and he received the penalty. After all his appeals were denied, he was executed by lethal injection on May 10th, 1994.
Wow.
The Zodiac. You're sitting on a bench at Lake Berryessa in Napa County, California, enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend on a warm afternoon in 1969. The sun is shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho approaches you out of nowhere.
Luckily, I'm 6'3". He's only 6 foot. I'm taking him.
He's wearing nothing but dark clothes,
Technically, I'm 6'4" with shoes on because I'm 6'3 and a half.
sunglasses, and a straight-up executioner hoodie with a Zodiac sign at the bottom of it. The hooded man draws it and slowly approaches you. Instinctively, you position yourself between him and your girlfriend. But to your
Whoa, he got a blick? I'm not doing nothing. You're right. Permitted, deleted, permitted term, nigga. Bro.
surprise, he starts to reason with you. He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and
Cause
money
I keep
to get
getting-
to Mexico. Even though you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He orders both of you to lie face down on the ground. Then he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first. Afterward, he then ties her up in the same way. Without as much as even a second passing, the criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with a 12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying to escape him. Once you realize he turns his attention towards you, A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs, and he doesn't stop. Eventually, as you lie on the ground gasping for air, you watch as the man leaves a note on the side of your car. It'd have a zodiac sign on it, with the dates of 3 recent and the words, "Buy knife," written besides them. This is what happened to Brian Hartnell and his girlfriend Cecilia Ann Shepard. Luckily enough, Brian would survive the encounter, but his girlfriend sadly would pass. Brian would describe the criminal to police officers, but the Zodiac would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more victims, leaving behind cryptic notes like this. I like people because it is so much.
It said how many more victims?
Would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more.
That's such a big number, bro. They're just trying to tag shit to him at that point. How many of y'all think he really did? I say about 22 of them. He probably did. But the other 18, 19, probably just trying to, tell him.
More victims, leaving behind cryptic notes like this. I like people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all.
Bro, that's why I like every time I go in public, bro. I feel like I just be a little bit anxious, bro. I'll be a little bit anxious every time I'm in public, bro, because you never know what people are really thinking, bro. That should be scary, bro. Dead ass, chat. That shit dead ass be. And they say they never caught the Z killer, right? They never caught him?
The Butcher. Imagine you're a 5-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984. A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He said,
decking him in this shit, he looks like this. He looks like this, I'm decking him in this straight like that.
As he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town and offers to show you the way.
A shortcut through the woods.
He seems harmless, so you follow him. The forest path gets darker and colder, and you begin to feel uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind. His strength is pretty shocking for his mild appearance. Suddenly, throws you to the ground and starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat.
Look at his position. Look at this position. Look at this position. This is what happens when you walk into the woods with another man late at night. You just met. Now your meat's in his butt. And you didn't even want. You was worried about it going in yours. Nah, yours went in his. And then he's stabbing you while you're doing it. He's getting double satisfaction.
The attack is nothing short of animalistic. The butcher your hands, chest, mouth, skull, eyes, and face. You try to scream, but pain cuts your voice short, leaving only faint.
The Naruto.
The attack lasts only minutes, but feels like hours. As you're losing consciousness from blood loss, you see him doing something unspeakable with the knife to your body. Your last sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what's happening, but being too weak to stop it. Andre Chikatilo murdered at least 50 people between 1978.
He cut off their wee. Oh my.
In 1990.
That's one of the things I can't stand, but thinking about getting your meat cut off.
While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and in front of the court. He was executed. Of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and in front of the court. He was executed in a Moscow prison in 1994. Jeffrey Dahmer. Now imagine you're at a bar in Milwaukee.
Did y'all ever watch the Dahmer show? I never did. My ex wanted me to watch it with her. I never watched it with her. I should have done.
When a blonde man in his late 20s
Every time we try to watch
approaches you,
him,
he's
crush.
charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself
She
as
try
Jeff
every time he got
and
turned
offers to buy
on,
you a drink.
crush.
He mentions he's a photographer and asks if you'd be interested in making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
What do you mean by that?
He offers you $50.
Exactly. $50 to go to another man's apartment to take photos. You think you look that good, buddy? You think you look that good, buddy? Some people got too much ego. People got too much ego. People got too much ego.
You're
Well,
broke
we've been
and
live
it
for
seems
almost
harmless
3
enough, so
hours,
you
bro.
agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th Street. It's neat and surprisingly clean. He offers you another drink, a strong rum.
I said we was gonna try to
You
keep it
take a
short.
few sips, and within minutes, you start feeling dizzy and disoriented. Your vision blurs. You try to stand up,
Hey, the
but
sound
your legs won't work.
effects.
The room spins. Jeff is still talking, but his voice sounds distant and distorted. You
But that's the
collapse onto
thing.
couch.
Jeffrey Dahmer was like 5'5". He was just drinking. He was making y'all drink stuff. First off, we came here for pics. I don't need nothing to drink, but I'm good. He tried to come at me with something. Square up. I'm 6'3", as I said. He's 5'5".
Then you wake up hours later, but something is wrong. You can't move your arms. You're handcuffed to something. Your head is pounding and your mouth tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing over you now, and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out. And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of your unconscious body. If you wake up, he'll do it again. But eventually, you'll stop waking up. Your last conscious thoughts are of panic and confusion as his hands wrap around your throat and the world goes dark for the final time. In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer, 17 young men and boys between
Oh,
19...
he's 5'8". He's 5'8". I thought he was like 5'5". Like 5'8", 5'9". Maybe 5'10".
1978 and 1991.
I thought he was like 5'5".
He was arrested in July 1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman. Imagine
I never
you're
heard of
living your
Harold.
bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner who's been practicing in the area for over 20 years.
Oh, man.
He makes house calls, which is rare these days, and he's always been so kind and attentive. He arrives at your home within an hour, black medical bag in hand. He takes your blood pressure, listens to your heart, and asks about your symptoms.
That's the thing, bro. You'll know if somebody's a serial killer because they're going to be trying to be too normal. Like a serial killer going to come to you, how you doing, bro? Y'all ain't never seen them videos, bro? Them serial killers, bro. Oh, bro, they all like act like NPCs because they're trying to be normal because they're dealing with so much on the inside and so much in the mental.
He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue. Nothing to worry
I
about.
do got a
but
shit
he'd
though.
like to give you
After
an
this
injection
video,
that
I'm
will
not
help.
gonna lie.
You trust
We
him
might be
completely.
wrapping up the
He's your
stream.
doctor. He prepares a syringe from his bag. You barely
Unless y'all
feel a
got
needle
something
come
else
to
in
your
mind
arm.
that y'all want to look
Within
at.
seconds, a warm
I got shit a little
sensation
bit.
spreads through your body. You feel relaxed, peaceful, almost euphoric. Dr. Shipman is asking you questions, but his voice is...
That's exactly the thing. This was in 19 something. I think it said like 1998 or something like that, right? I wasn't paying attention. The house call, doctor house calls barely happen these days unless you're old as dirt. They didn't happen back then because the plague. Why are you calling a doctor to your house? That's just some
getting farther away. You're so tired suddenly. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy.
All right, we
You
can do
try
one
to
more.
respond, but the words won't come. Your breathing slows, your vision narrows to a pinpoint of light, then disappears entirely. You turn in your armchair, peacefully, never knowing your trusted doctor just you with a lethal injection of diamorphine. Harold Shipman was convicted of 15 patients in 2000. but
Told y'all
investigators
2000?
believe he killed between 215 and 250 people over his career. On January 13th, 2004, he himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
That's what they say. The boogeyman.
In 1870, a man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten and as a result, he exhibited troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure
The boogeyman?
promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son for work, Albert would convince the parents of named Grace to let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the family. And as you could guess, there was no party. He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter, saying this: "On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her. The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive, and detailed."
Wait, what did the bottom of that letter say?
Then Grace sat in...
On the presence of taking her to the party, you said yes, she could go. I took her on Sunday, June the 3rd, 1928. I called on you at 4 you pot, cheese, strawberries. We had lunch. Grace sat in my lap. A little girl, mind that. On the presence, you said yes, I took her to an empty house somewhere that I had already picked out. We were out to her to remain. Okay, buddy.
And gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her. The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive, and detailed. After reading it, Grace...
That's the thing, when I become a dad, my kid's not going out unless, like, I really know that. I don't want to be no strict dad, but it's like, I want to avoid stuff like this. Like, I want my kid to have a good childhood, but I want to avoid shit like this.
Parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and area. X-rays showed them embedded deep...
Oh, I accidentally pressed fucking B. My fault.
Rattling. Pelvic region.
Albert was in towards embedding pins and needles into his body. Dozens of needles lodged in his Oh my god.
And area. X-rays showed
he
them
had
embedded
needles
deep in his
just
body,
sitting
many
in
having been there for years. He had hammered them into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other that Albert Fish did this to. He was later on by the electric chair in 1936 at 65 years old.
Oh, that makes me
He wrote a final statement, but the only person who was able to ever read it was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest thing he had ever read in his life. Majority of people in real life are actually pretty normal, but nonetheless, bad apples still do exist. So always make sure that you're not out at night too late without your friends or family, and also always let your loved ones know where you are at all times. Oh yeah, and most importantly, carry protection. Hit the gym, invest in some pepper spray, a taser, or if you're licensed and old enough, maybe some concealed carry. Anyways, have a happy day.
No FTC? No me at the end? I know one. Bro.